Hey, what's up, guys? How's everybody doing today? I'm Godless Gamer, and you're joining me for episode 8 in my series, The Rise of House Redmoor. This series is using the Elder Kings 2 mod for Crusader Kings 3, a mod that I'm having an absolute blast with. I'm having a great time with this mod. It's really fun. I love the flavor that it adds to the Crusader Kings 3 formula, and especially with Elder Scroll stuff, because I love the Elder Scrolls and I'm loving this series, so I hope you guys are too. So welcome to the episode. I am going to press continue, and before I unpause, I'm going to give you guys kind of a bit of a rundown on how I'm going to proceed through this episode. We are going to have a lot to conquer, and I just want to give you guys the rundown. So let's press continue, and let's go. So if you are a newcomer, I do want to say welcome to the channel. If this is the first video in my series that you're seeing, there's a link for you in the description of this video. It will take you back to episode 1, so if you haven't seen the series yet, I do recommend you check it out. Yeah, and get caught up with us, see how we got to where we are, and we are doing a bit of a role-playing thing, so I think you'll get a lot of enjoyment out of watching the series from the beginning, because a lot of fun stuff has happened. So yeah, check that out if you haven't seen it. But for everybody else, we're going to I'm going to discuss very quickly. We'll do some realm management stuff, and then I'm going to discuss what our conquest and what our goals are going to be. I think it's kind of obvious, but I will just go over it very quickly. So let's get our realm management done first, and then I'll discuss the conquest, because we need to conquer things as fast as possible. We do have the decision to adopt the autocratic ways, and I want to make this decision as soon as I can, but I need to hold on to I need to stay as a tribal government for a little bit longer. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do some realm management stuff. So let's see what we've got everybody doing. I am fabricating claims on some of my vassals in my realm. Why? Because I kind of inherited these vassals. These are not vassals that I permanently placed here, or personally is the word, not permanently. Sorry guys, it's one of those days, but I did not personally place these vassals, and I don't really want them here. They are of a different culture. Most of these vassals, at least these 4 here, they're all Ashlanders, and I don't want people who are not of my culture to have land. I only want Redanians to have land, okay? You understand? Only Redanians get to have land. So we need to deal with this. So the way I'm going to deal with that is I'm going to put my my Realm Priest on Fabricate Claims. That way, if I get claims on these vassals' lands, I can revoke their titles without incurring tyranny. Because currently, since I don't have a claim on this county, for example, revoking this title is considered an act of tyranny, which tyranny is really bad. It's one of the most encumbering and restrictive like penalties that you can suffer, because it lasts a long time. So we don't want tyranny. So I'm gonna have my realm priest fabricate claims against these 4 vassals, and then we're gonna revoke their titles. So I want to start moving my domains that are in Solstheim here. I hold a lot of this personally. I want to start moving my domains down here onto Vardenfell. I want these lands here. These lands are going to be a little bit more valuable to me than the ones in Solstheim are, so I want these vassals to go. They need to get out. They need to get out of their positions. So we are going to continue to fabricate claims. We are going to also... everybody else is okay. Everybody else is okay. I'm going to very quickly check opinions and court positions. Alright, I do have one court. I have a couple courtiers that aren't too happy, so let's deal with that very quickly. I'll send this guy a gift, and as for you, I will... See, he doesn't really like me because he's a different faith, and he won't convert, so... he's not gonna take a poem. A poem is not gonna make him happy, so let's see if we can challenge him to a board game. Challenging to a board game, we can increase his opinion that way, hopefully. So let's do that. All of my vassals that I made are all pretty happy with me. The ones that I didn't make are the ones that are upset, so I kind of have to deal with their negative opinions. Not really much I can do about it, so I'm just going to leave them there. I'm not going to touch them. Let me check my decisions. We're almost done with realm management, guys. I promise. We can't go on any pilgrimages or anything. I don't believe there's any kids that we need to educate at all. No. There's no one in my court that can be educated, so we're all good. We're all good with that. So, that's realm management done. Now, as far as conquest goes, because I'm a tribal government, if I'm a tribal government, I keep these two Casus Belli, the Conquer Kingdom and Conquer Duchy, which is going to allow me to grab the most amount of land, but I lose the ability to declare wars for duchies and kingdoms once I adopt the autocratic ways, so even though I can adopt the autocratic ways right now, I'm going to hold off on doing that until I grab a whole bunch of land. I have an idea of how much I want to grab before I make that decision, and it's basically, I want to be able to grab the Amemusa, because that's what all of these conquests are going to give me, and then when I go to war with Amemusa here, or Ahemusa, I'm going to use the Kingdom Casus Belli against them, and that's going to give me all of this. And then I think the last thing we're going to do is we're finally going to go to war with House Redmoor. I don't know if we're going to be able to do it in this episode. We'll see. But I think I finally, hopefully this will be the last conquest of the episode. I want to grab this duchy from House Redmoor. I want to grab this because it includes their capital here, and it's where I want to eventually move my capital. So I want this duchy, and then I think that's where I'll end it. As far as staying in the tribal era, or staying as a tribal government, I'm sorry. And then once I grab this duchy from Redorin, then I'll adopt the autocratic ways. So I think that's what I'm going to be doing. That's pretty much a rough outline of what I'm going to be doing this episode. So let's get ready to declare war. Okay, I also remember. I'm over my domain limit here because at the end of the last episode, I realized that in order to give away this county, which I'm going to be doing soon, in order to give away the county of Alderun, I had to kick out the Grand Master that I put here, because if I kept this Grand Master here, I wouldn't have been able to give away this title, so I had to kick them out, which increased my domain limit. So very quickly, let's manage my domain limit. I'm in the process of giving away Alderun, so I will give away Baal Isra right here. Or you know what? I'm going to give away Underscar. I'm going to give away Underscar first. Baal Isra is making me a decent amount of money and levies, so let's give away Underscar first. I'm going to be giving this away to somebody of my culture, so let's limit it to my culture, and they have to have pretty good stewardship. They don't have to have amazing stewardship, but pretty good stewardship. She's okay. I like her personality. She's Redanian, and her stewardship isn't awful, so I'll give it to her. Congratulations, ma'am. You are now the you're now the Count of Alderun. I'm gonna unpause here, finally, and we're gonna let our army recharge a little bit. And we're gonna win this chess game. Okay, guys, I'm gonna spam the learning option. It's what I tend to do because it's my best skill. But win or lose, it doesn't matter. We just want to improve his opinion. Alright, we did win. He gained 10 opinion of me because we won. And now we have a chance to increase it by even more. We have a diplomacy challenge. I'm going to put my wife on court politics. This should help a little bit from 80% chance. Now it's 95. Perfect. All right, now he doesn't hate us. Now he doesn't hate us. All right. So the first war we're going to declare is against Milk, which I think is a hilarious name for a county. I have a joke I have a joke ready to go once we capture this. and then we are just gonna finish. We're gonna go to war. We're gonna grab as much land as we possibly can, as fast as we can. So we're gonna make these 3 wars, one right after the other. So let's get started. We're gonna grab milk first. We're just gonna use the duchy, or we're just gonna use the county Casus Belli, so we can reduce the amount of prestige that we're gonna have to spend. So let's go to war. And let's capture it. I just noticed, because I saw that I realized his army got pretty big. That's because he just hired some mercenaries. I have a whole bunch of money. Let's do the same. Let's hire some mercenaries. And these mercenaries are going to last me throughout these entire wars, so it's going to help me. It's not just going to help me with this war. I'm going to hire some mercs. I'm going to buy the most expensive ones. That should counter the fact that he hired some mercs. Because we can do it too, man. 2 can play that game. Alright, here we go. Hopefully we capture somebody and we just end it instantly. This is my daughter's husband. Do we want to lose opinion of him? No. Alright, I'm not going to expose his secret. Come on, capture somebody. Nope. Alright. They're just going to keep retreating and coming back, which is fine. You might be a king, but you're also a loathsome knave. What? Alright, my wife is irritable, so we're gonna have these events every once in a while. She's just gonna lash out at me. So we became a rival, and I'm just gonna counteract it. Let's send her a poem. Come on, wife. Let's not be rivals anymore, please. Alright, if they keep coming back, it's going to be more opportunities for us to capture somebody, so let's hope one of these battles we capture somebody. They just hired some more mercs. They just hired another band of mercenaries. Come on, capture somebody, please. Our war score is going up with every battle that we win. So that's good. Alright, me and my wife are burying the hatchet. And how she's so fickle. This woman is so fickle. That's my wife, though, but she's a genius, and that's why we married her, so... I don't know what's going on with the bottom half of this model, but let's just pretend we didn't see that. This mod is very interesting. Okay, cool. Wow, we still have not captured somebody. Come on. Who is this? He's in a murder against... Oh, he was exposed. So we got a secret on him? I don't know. He is one of my Oathmen, or he's one of my knights, and his opinion isn't really great right now. I don't know if I want to take another -20. Let's just not accuse him. As our order, Grand Master wants... Where do you want to go? Alright, this Grandmaster wants to set up shop in Margon. I'll get 336 gold for it. Okay. Alright. We won. Took us long enough, but we won. Alright, we're still within our domain limit, so let's... We're gonna wait for our army to recharge. My son just came of age. We did betroth him already, but she's not of age yet. She has to turn 16. But now that he's of age, can we give him a job? I wouldn't mind a cupbearer. I'll take a cupbearer. Architect. He would only be average. Other people would be better than him. Alright, fine. Food taster. Alright, they're all going to be average. Let's give it to my son. Let's give my son a job here. Demand he converts. Get out. Alright, so we have to let our army get back to full strength. Alright. We're just waiting for that. What? Uh-oh, guys. I thought we'd be able to fight House Redmoor. Oh, alright. Unfortunately, they just got they got an alliance with House Lalu. It's a negotiated alliance. And House Lalu is really strong. Alright, that's not good. Alright, that is a little unfortunate. We're not going to be... that makes me mad. That makes me really mad, guys. They just got an alliance that kind of saved them from me being able to conquer this. I don't think I would win that. And they're both pretty wealthy. House Lot, well, 694, 685. Alright, we'll make a decision. We'll make a decision. I don't know if we're going to be able to conquer House Redmoor because I just realized they got this alliance. But maybe something will happen in the meantime while we're conquering. That's not great. Alright, whatever. We have other things that we're focusing on. House Redmoor just dodged a bullet. They just grabbed a nice alliance. Apparently my daughter can remarry. Alright, her ex-husband was murdered. Or he died under mysterious circumstances. So pretty much he was murdered. So we need to remarry our daughter here. We are going to stick with the matrilineal marriage. Let's try to bring some more traits in. Ooh. He is of my faith, so we won't have an opinion issue. But he does have Herculean. Let's do it. She already did have 3 kids with some okay traits. Alright, not a really big issue. Alright, our army's up to full, almost up to full strength, and then we'll grab Kudanat here. Alright, that music just, like, kind of scared me a little bit, because I thought something really bad happened, but it's actually... Oh, good. My rival died. But don't scare me like that, game. Come on. I was like, who just died? Who's the important person that just died? My vassal chiefess Salama has proven herself highly capable, especially in academic matters. I gain prestige. Development growth plus 10%. This is all for 5 years. Alright, nice. But I gain the prestige. I'll take it. And we got a new perk. Hold on, I'll deal with this event in a second. Alright, we're gonna grab Master Conjuration because we're already down here. I think the next one I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to finish the alteration line. And then maybe once I finish the alteration line, I'll jump into another one of these. Maybe I'll finish this. We'll see. I do want to get to Master Alteration, so let's stay in that lifestyle. I've been aware of Bibella's eyes on me all evening as we eat, but it's as I continue to pick at my first dish, as the next courses queue up, that her fist strikes the table suddenly. I can't let this go on any longer. I can't sit here and watch you waste away. I bridle somewhat, but it's hard to look indignant behind the mounting pile of dishes. Maybe I don't find too much time to eat, but it's a time. Alright, so what? The pair of you investigate ways to get fit. I could duel her. No. Alright, 14 stress isn't really bad. I have none. We can. I'll say this isn't. I think that this is a chance for me to gain a trait. I think it's the strong trait. Let's do it. I'm gonna take a little bit of stress, but I think it's worth it. If I get yes, I think I'm right. Yes. All right. At the end of this event line, I think there's a chance I could become strong. Let's hope that it works out. Bring me an axe. I'm gonna cut down a whole bunch of trees. Felling trees is dangerous business for someone as inexperienced as myself. Alright, there's only 1% chance that I'll die. There's a 6% chance that I'll get wounded. 78% chance that I gain lumberjack for 10 years. And I relieve this stress. Alright, that 1% chance of dying doesn't scare me. We win. We beat that tree. We cut that tree down. See? I was right. I was right. With my task completed, I bid farewell to the peasants I had been working alongside. They cheerily waved me off, completely unsuspecting as to my noble origins, and I returned to my usual lodgings. Though my muscles are sore, I feel flush with strength and vitality. Does this increase my lifespan? I gain the trait strong no matter what. My chancellor can gain the trait loyal. And it increases her diplomacy skill, as opposed to what? Me getting brawny. Sure, I wouldn't mind my chancellor getting a loyal trait. Nice. I mean, she is the one that got me this trait, so sure. Let me double check what this is. It is a medium health boost. Cool, guys. We are strong now. We have a lot of traits. They're just piling up now. Alright, so that was really good. That was a really positive event. I'm glad that happened. And you know what else I'm glad that happened? I'm glad that our army is at full strength, because we can go to war again. Let me check if... Nope, they don't have any allies. They only have 200 men. This should be instant. There we go. Let's go, guys. Alright, that was pretty quick. Let me manage my domain, and then we'll go to war for Caldera. We're going to give away Baal Isra now, since we're already in the process of giving away this duchy. So let's give it away. Good stewardship, Redanian. Alright. Let's grab Caldera now. Wait a minute. This is my ally. They're allied with my ally. Alright, that means that we have to call our ally into the war just so that he doesn't call our ally into his side of the war. So we have to call an ally in, even though we don't need him. Let's call him now. I'm gonna spend some prestige, which isn't ideal, but we have to do it. I don't want to run the risk of him calling in my ally. Alright, he joined us. We're good. They just hired some mercs. Yep, they just hired some mercenaries. And our mercenary contract, the ones that we hired, they're gonna expire soon, so let's at least win this war with them. Let's try to win as fast as possible. Oop. I gotta change my, Alrighty. Alright, they're just gonna keep suiciding. Throw her in jail. Who is this? This is my guest? Throw her in jail. You know what we're gonna do with her in jail, guys? We're gonna execute her. I can get 10 gold, but I don't care. I'm gonna execute her. I can do it for free, no penalties. Let's do public execution. I gain popular opinion for 5 years, and all domain counties gain 9 control. Bring me her head. All of these humans I'm gonna execute. Execute. Okay, so we finally fabricated a claim against our vassal here that we want to revoke their title. So once this war is over, we'll quickly do that. I'm gonna put my realm priest on the next vassal we want to take. Which one gives us the most? 2.4, 1.3, 2.9. Alright, let's grab this one. But let's first finish this war, and then we can deal with the vassal. I'm being raided. Where? Alright, not much I can do about that. I'm busy. Alright, I'm back over my domain limit. I think I'm gonna... Alright, I have to create a duchy now, because I have to give away a duchy now, because I have to create a new one. I'm gonna give away Valinvarian. So let's give away this duchy title here. So I can create this one. I'm gonna create the Duchy of North Shore. And I need to give away a piece of it. Whatever's making me the least. Alright. Thormore's Watch. It's been nice knowing ya, but you are under new leadership. Yep. She's fine. Don't like her really I like her content trait. That's really nice. We can ransom some prisoners. Let's take care of that. I've been struggling with this primer on restoration for some time. The book is comprehensible enough, and provides clear outlines and formulaic descriptions of the standard restoration spells. Why am I doing this? Oh, wait, that's because we're in the lifestyle. We're in the magical arts lifestyle. I was like, what is this? Alright, what are our options? No, I don't want to lose monthly lifestyle. I'll take that 100 piety. Alright. Alright, my grandson in ward wants to be compassionate. Lazy or gluttonous. Alright, well, you're definitely going to be compassionate. The other one sucks. Alright, I'm just going to grab some hooks on these people. Or not. I'm getting a warning that my something's about to decay. Let's... Ooh, good thing I caught that. We have space for another trinket, so hopefully we get one. We have the ability to go on a pilgrimage, so let's do it. Let's go to Alderaan. I can afford the most expensive one, so... Alright, so the plan is now we want to go to war with the Ahemusa tribe as soon as possible. We want to use this Kingdom Casus Belli against them. But before we do that, we are going to let our army recharge again. Oh, no. We have to do this. We have to do this, guys. Almost forgot. Let's revoke this person's title. Yeah, they don't... They're not going to accept, so we're going to have to fight a rebellion. Maybe. Let's get ready for it. I want to incorporate this into my own personal holdings, so... Come on. Alright, she's rebelling. Fair enough. Fair enough. Passing by the campfire, one of my fellow travelers is telling a story she once heard about some king. The raucous, to raucous laughter. They fall silent when I approach, except for the storyteller. Oh, okay, so I thought it was about me. Do I want dread? I wouldn't mind some dread. It's only going to cost me 50 piety? Let's whip them. I want that dread, yeah. I don't believe him anyway. That story was... He was definitely talking trash about me. Redoran is declaring war on me. On the claim of Chiefdom of Caldera. Alright, we've got another war we've got to fight. We'll see how many mercs we can hire to defend ourselves. But we have a war that we need to end right now first. Come on, come on, come on. Alright, boom. Very quickly. Revoke the title. Give me that title. Can we execute her? No, let's not do that. She can renounce her claims. All right, all we have to do is defend the war target. So we just have to defend Caldera and just win a bunch of battles. Let's call our ally in because we're gonna need all the help we can get. And then let's see what mercenary bands that we can hire. Let's go out to sea. I'll get there faster. Alright, we gotta be careful, because I don't know if we can win this. We'll see. He's distracted by my ally. Okay, that's good. Giving me time to get there. Come on, guys. Hurry up, hurry up. There's a chance for me to increase my Arcana by 1 permanently. Let's try. We did it. Nice. Alright, we are over our domain limit, I forgot. Let's give away something. They all make about the same amount, so let's just give it away. Give away Mo's Ring. Alright, time to defend ourselves against Redmond. Let's see if we can do it. Maybe this will show us whether or not we can kind of fight them. House Lalu did join them. Alright, I'm gonna hire some mercs once my army gets here. Let's see what we can do. I can hire a holy order. Let's do that. That's one bit of reinforcement. I can only hire one. What do I want more? Do I want heavy infantry? Let's see what their armies are like. They've got pikemen, battering rams, pikemen, battering rams. Or no, let's check Redoran. Pikemen. Pikemen are countered by heavy infantry. So let's get a mercenary band that has heavy infantry. They both do. This one has the Breton Highlanders have 37 attack, 27 defense. All right, the Dunmer Oathmen are better. Actually, the Breton Highlanders might perform a little bit better. They do better in mountains and hills, which this area kind of is. Plains. Plains. Alright, you know what? We're going to go for these guys. I want to give myself the best chance of success, so I think I did that. Alright, let's see how this goes. Let's defend Caldera as much as we can. Alright, another little power. Oh, this is not really big a deal. Alright, since they're all running away, let's maybe see if we can grab something. I'm gonna call a hunt. Oh, here they come. Here they come. Oh. I think the trick is going to be seeing if we can catch one of their armies alone and try to win this war by dividing, like dividing them up and seeing if we can pick them off. Because if they allow their armies to like get to like gather together at full strength, that's not gonna be good for us. Let's see if we can let's see if we can catch this group. I'm gonna take attrition though. Alright. Nope. Yeah, they want me to do that. That's what they want. Alright, we'll try to grab this again. Sorry if I'm going a little bit slower. I'm going a little bit slower during this war because there's a lot of things that I kind of have to pay attention to. So I'm not going to try to I'm going to try to avoid using speed 5 as much as I can. I need to be very methodical about this. Alright, my wife is flipping out on me. Alright, let's try. Let's try to fight him. Alright, we caught him off piecemeal. That's what we want. That's what we want, guys. We'll defeat one army at a time. Yes. Come on, guys. Is that all you got? Is that all you got? Alright, we got up to 24% war score. Let's go back to try. All we have to do, guys, is defend the war target. If they don't capture the war target, I mean, there's other things that they can do. They can probably invade me somewhere. There's other things that they can do, but getting the war target will really help them, and we don't want that. So, and as long as we have the war target, the war score will tick up in our favor. So we just gotta win battles and defend the war target. Alright, I'll speed it up here since we are sieging. I don't think they're gonna let me get it, though. Alright, they're not invading me anywhere. I'm okay still. Let's see if we can get this castle. We'll speed it up a little bit. My grandson wants to be diligent. Yes. Alright, looks like we're going to be able to, grab this. We can start promoting our culture again. Wherever's going to take the least amount of time. 3 years? Sure. Here they come. It looks like they're coming after us. Alright, hold on. Got too many menus. Alright, we got our next perk. We're going down the alteration, so we're going to grab that. Who wants a truce? No. Alright, they attacked us. We are losing this battle. Can I hire more mercenaries? Yeah, I can. Let's do it. I don't think we're gonna make it in time, though. Alright. And I just threw my mercenaries against them. Damn it! Alright, this isn't the end. It's a little frustrating. Wow, we had to retreat so far. Come on. We discovered planetary assemblies. We're being exposed to plantations now. Okay. Alright, my ally is kind of, distracting them a little bit. Wow, we just barely got away. More mercenaries, more mercenaries. Alright, it's not over yet. We're still above on our war score. Losing that battle did kind of stink. Alright, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to let my army... We are taking some attrition damage. We're taking a little bit of attrition, so let's see that they start getting their strength back. I want to keep my armies together. Alright, they're recharging. They're recharging. Let's get these guys here. Let's split them. A little bit of micromanaging. Little micromanaging, but it's okay. Not a problem. They're kind of doing the same thing. They're letting their armies kind of recharge. Our war score is still going up. We're at 41 now. A woman came to court asking for audience, seemingly with a pressing manner. I asked her to come, hoping she would go. Alright, she made me a cake. Let's eat it. Fortified my health, and I got 45 prestige, or whatever that was. Alright. Alright, let's reunite our armies. Alright. Alright, maybe they're doing this thing. Let's let them spread out a bit. And then we can win the piecemeal battle again. Here we go. Let's do it. No, get him. Got him. We did it. We got him. Alright, we're up to 76% war score. So far, so good, guys. It's taking a little bit of micromanaging stuff, but it's okay. As long as we win the battle. Or as long as we win the war. Just gonna resupply my armies again. %81 war score. And I'm going to pause very quickly because I've been neglecting some stuff, so let's check it. Oh, let's hold a mystical communion. We don't have any stress to work off, so that's okay. I do have a prisoner that's not helping the war score, so... Sure, I'll take that 50 gold, please. Let's get back to it. Alright, here they come again. We're just gonna bide our time. We're at 90%, 91 now. They have no choice but to attack us. Alright, our ally is taking a risk here. Let's protect him. See, they're just doing a little dance. Let them do their little dance. They're freaking out. The AI is like, damn it, we declared a war against the wrong person. There we go. Good job, guys. Hey, pat myself on the back really quickly because we won a war that we probably shouldn't have won. I keep the contestant title, and the guy loses his claim. Excellent. And we probably got a whole bunch of prestige from that. Thank you, mercenaries. Good thing we had a lot of money, guys. That really helped. Those mercenaries really did help. Alright, so, while all that chaos was going on, I did notice that my realm priest successfully fabricated this claim against this vassal, so we're going to put her on a new one. I'll do this one here. And we are going to revoke this person's title. Or one of their titles, apparently, because they hold two. But we want this. I want cool, because it's cool. And it's valuable. It's not just cool, it's pretty valuable. It's making almost 3 gold every month. Alright. I can get 2 of my debts paid off. Alright. Here we go. Revoking title. She might rebel, she might not. But we want this. I am not going to be... Nope, she definitely will not accept. Somebody's trying to murder my court mage. Alright, it's very low success. So it's okay. And my spy master is on disrupt schemes. Alright, here we go. She's gonna rebel. Raise all armies. Alright, we'll just go get her capital. She's gonna run away. And, oh, we almost got her. Murder my oathman. Alright, whatever. Our siege is gonna end in 10 months. Theirs is 11. Alright, so let's station some besiegers. Or, you know what, I'll split my army and... you know what, no, don't do that. I want all my siege weapons besieging, so let's station besiegers. And let's send the rest of our army to go protect our holdings here. My wife is the one trying to kill him. Alright, I don't want her secret becoming public. I already have a strong hook on her, so it doesn't really matter if I know that she's a murderer. I don't want everybody to know that she's a murderer. Hopefully her scheme fails still. Alright, we lost our chancellor. I can make my grandson a chancellor. I can make my son a chancellor. My grandson is ironically or kind of interestingly better than him. Alright, I'm gonna do it. Grandson. Let's befriend him. Alright. Oh no. He's gonna go after my guys besieging. Let's hope that we get this siege done before he gets here. I'm only gonna take 1 stress for this. I'll take it. Alright, good, good. He didn't go after my army. Is he gonna go after my capital? Is that what's happening? Diplomacy challenge. Let's see if we can use our wife to cheat. 63. Nope, we can't. We won that war. Alright, let's revoke titles. I can't do this one without taking tyranny. This woman is an Ashlander, and she's a vassal as well? Oh no, she's not in my prison. Is she? No. Alright, what do we do with him? What do we do with him? We can't execute him. I mean, we can, but I kind of don't want to. I can get 50 gold out of him. Alright, let's do that. We already got the gold out of him. Okay. Become malnourished. Alright. That's not great. Let's call a hunt. And let's deal with the rest of these people. Wow, this guy is a renowned physician. He's Ashlander, though. We could recruit him. I don't know. I wouldn't mind having a renowned physician just in case something happens to the one I have. He's trusting. Alright, I'll get a weak hook on her. I'll demand he convert. Alright, we'll recruit him. I'm gonna recruit this guy. I wouldn't mind having a fallback renowned physician skill. And I can marry him off. I'll get him married off. Alright, there we go. He's Ashlander. Let's find him a Godjalani wife. Or, not Godjalani. A Redanian. Alright, we don't have any Redanians. Let's give him a wife with traits, though. Ooh, 24. Intrigue. I want this intelligence trait. Let's do this one. Alright guys, we did just hit an hour. I thought we would be able to get more done. Maybe we still can. Maybe I can give you a few more minutes. Let me see what our... We're over our domain limit now, which means we have to give away another piece of... North Shore. Okay. Or maybe we can just put it off. I think... I don't know. I just don't want to go too much longer, guys. I just don't know how tedious this war is going to be. Because it's going to be a war for a kingdom, so... Alright, you know what, guys? Because I love my viewers so much, because I love you guys so much, I've said before, I have the best viewers on YouTube. Let's do it. I have a bunch of realm management stuff that I can do, but I'll do that after I end the recording. I'll do that off screen. So let's do this, guys. Let's get another war. We successfully just defended ourselves against House Redmoor and House Halalu combined. So let's show our let's flex our military muscle and let's conquer this. I will call in my ally again. And we'll go straight for his capital. If I need to hire mercenaries, I will. Yeah, I want that. How's my council? Promote culture somewhere new. 3 years. 6, 6, 3, 3. 5. I want to start getting my culture on Vardenfell. Alright, this one's only 3 years. Let's do it. Alright, there we go. Alright, our level of fame just went up. That's really good. And my grandson's education is at an end. He's a fortune builder. Alright, not bad. Not bad. Got a war to win now. I don't want my grandson to get a hook on me. I know I'm gonna take some attrition, but I don't care. I want their capital. Do I want to give a gift to my wife? No. The gift of my company is enough. Alright, this befriend scheme does not need help. Alright, we're friends. Alright, we got their capital, and I seized a nice artifact. Ooh, let's check it out. Prowess, piety, and prestige. All the P's. All the P's. Nice. Did they hire mercs? I think they hired some mercs. Yeah, they hired 7,500 mercenaries. Can we hire a holy order or something? Yeah, no, 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 no. I'm not at war with somebody with a hostile faith. Alright, mercenaries. Alright, let's get some mercenaries of our own. We can afford it. Why did they spawn over here? Okie doke. Sorry, guys. I don't know why that just happened. I thought my flag was right here. Alright, maybe we don't need them. Stupid mercenaries. Alright, let's capture another one of their holdings. See? My flag is here. Alright, my wife just died, which isn't really, really bad. Well, it's not the end of the world. It's not ideal, but apparently my wife just died. How? She died in her sleep at age 110. Alright, time to grab another wife, guys. We're looking for traits. I don't care what they are. I don't care what they're like. Alright, here we go. We found her already. I don't care about their personality. Let's see if there's any other geniuses. Nope, she's the only one. Alright. We got a new wife. Ibanamu. Ibanabu. Ibanamu. Yeah. We are now married to you. She's a spineless planner. Yeah, I don't like her personality, guys, but I don't marry my wives for their personality. She is going to get a crown. She does have a queen title, so we're going to give her a crown. We are still celibate, so we're going to hold on. We have to gain weight because we are malnourished, so let's do that. Alright. And let's win this war, guys. It's kind of dragging on. I was kind of worried about it, but it's okay. We'll win. Roman jail. Public execution. I'm no longer malnourished. Alright, that's good. We discovered mustering grounds, which is really good. That's going to increase the amount of men-at-arms that we can have. Which is going to be really helpful. And we got a new perk. And we got the Master Alteration. I'm gonna... Alright, I'll stay in the magic for now. I think I might switch out. I don't know. And we have a new fascination. Let's see what we're doing. I think I'm going to do Master's Field. I want to get all the first era innovations done. Or maybe, hold on. Let's check the next ones. They are researching themselves, so... But these are all blocked for tribal governments, so I need to get out of the tribal as soon as possible. They're trying to run, look at them. Senepu. My son's wife was an oath man, I guess. Is that how she died? She died in battle. Alright, fine. We gotta find my son a wife. Ooh, genius. We found her. That wasn't hard. Alright, we should win this by the skin of our teeth. Alright, I need to get my army back in friendly territory so we can start recharging. Let's get some supplies back. Alright, and before they take that back, let's go. Alright, we fabricated another claim against another vassal. So we got one more. And this battle should win it. There we go. Alright, we grabbed a whole bunch more. Finally. Okay. Hey guys, we were at war pretty much this entire episode, and we successfully defended ourselves against House Redmoor, which is actually really impressive. I'm happy that we won that. I was nervous. Alright, I'm gonna take care of my domain limit, guys, and then I'm gonna wrap it up. I'm gonna take care of this. Alright, we're gonna give this last county away in North Shore. This is the duchy capital, so this person's gonna be a future duke. Let's make sure that they're half decent. Sure. Still over by 1. Alright, we have to give away a duchy title now. We have to give away one of these duchies. Alderoon or North Shore. I'm gonna give away Alderoon. Now we have to create a new duchy. I want to hold these myself, so let's give away one of these duchies. Bitter Coast. Let's see how many counties are in it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as opposed to West Gash that has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, so this one is a more powerful duchy, so let's try to hold on to these personally. Let's create the Bitter Coast. And let's start giving it away. The least valuable piece of it. Alright. There we go, guys. Alright. Semi-stressful, semi-exciting episode. I think we did a lot. We got a whole bunch of land. We fought a war against House Redmoor and Halalu, and we won. I've got a lot of realm management stuff, but I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that when I end the recording, guys. I think you guys don't want to see me do that, so I will take care of that once I end the episode, which is actually going to be right now. So, everybody, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this conquest-filled episode. I hope you had a good time. If you did, don't forget to leave a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed yet, and don't forget to leave your comments. Let me know, give me some ideas of how you think we should proceed here. Let me know what, yeah, give me some ideas. I'd like to hear some input from you guys on how do you think I should continue from here. We obviously know that we're going to be adopting the autocratic way soon. So we're going to be doing that, hopefully in the next episode. But yeah, until then, everybody, have a good one.